All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Ryan. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Calvin Ridley. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
On second down, Ryan pushing his way inside the 40. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Let's go. Great, great. Three down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Hang in there now.
They run with a Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the ball.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Action here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Let's go. Check. 59. Rip left.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on now. Let's go. Great. Four down.
Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no. matter, they've got the football back. Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again, but coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page, what can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosiveness on offense. I mean, that's what they've got to get to. You mentioned 2016. They rolled up points like crazy. Absolutely obliterated people on the offensive side of the ball. They want to get back to that. Get Julio Jones, get him sprung free again. But they drafted Calvin Ridley out of Alabama to help with that. All right, they can run the football, obviously, with Devontae Freeman. On the defensive side, the mantra is speed, speed, speed. And they want to get Vic Beasley back chasing the quarterback where he led the league in sacks 2 seasons ago.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. The Eagles offense heading out. You know, last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been in neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so, because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, gets hurt before the season's over. His backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Ajayi. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because if you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Come on now, come on now. Let's go 5-7. Let's 5-7. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They run again with Ajayi. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Let's go. Great.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Get up!
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only...
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's a jive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now it's a jive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, grade 57.
Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here now come the Falcons. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing now. Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Hey,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. A gain of 32 that time. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. This looks like a free play for Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Bird shrugs him aside. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the ball.
And they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Rolling to his left, and his His throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. On second down, Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Wentz. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Vic Beasley bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Coleman now. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They will run again with Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get up!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Silver, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Great.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chris Long in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Get up!
Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
12.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
To throw, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Doug Pederson's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. Oh, he's getting a little daylight. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We got 3, fellas.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Ready, Blue 80. 58, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. Hey, come on, up. Ready, set.
Here's Coleman. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. Hey. 4 down.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts.